welcome to another Perfect Pairing. My name is Jason and we have Roger here in the kitchen. We're here today to tell you about some wines and some food that can hopefully make your eating and drinking experience more pleasurable. I want to tell you a story about how I went down to my local winery in Bellevue here in Washington State and I chose a French wine. I chose a Bordeaux wine. Now I have to confess I don't really know that much about French wines. But I chose it because it was about $18 and it was a very hard to pronounce wine. I think it's Sage de Greux-le-Rose, but Roger can correct. Is that right, Roger?
Yeah, it's Sage de Greux-le-Rose.
Ah.
It's a Saint-Julien. It's a Mission Chateau, which means it has to come from a chateau, which means it's a castle. And no worries.
Okay,
I'm not
thanks,
really good at French.
So it comes from a castle. This one in particular is the appellation is Saint Julien. For the price, this is a real steal. So I tasted this wine. I wrote down some notes, which I always do, and I came up to the ending. So I smell it. I drink it. I think about what it tastes like at the beginning of the tongue, the middle, and the end. I got to the end, and it just kept going and going and going. And I found that this wine had a beginning, a middle, and an end of the end.
Wow.
Does that make sense to you, right?
Yeah, no, it sounds like a just great night.
So I think complexity is what explains this very well. And you can read up about Bordeaux, and you can get far more people that are smarter at this than I am to tell you about all different things in Bordeaux. But just from a simpleton point of view, this just tasting it straight out, it's a much more complex wine than I'm used to. And when I was tasting it, I thought, wow, you really need to be able to appreciate all these tastes. You don't want to blast those tastes away with a hamburger or something strong like a filet mignon, with blood and ketchup. Yeah, so what do you think you'd pair with this?
You give me a challenge because I'm with you. I'm not the biggest fan of the French wines either. It's a beautiful wine. I tried it. I saw your notes, and I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and finally it struck me. A duck breast with an orange juice, some rice, and some nice veggies. So that way, if you look at like how a dog, I would position a dog, it's more in the middle. It's not like chicken would be too less of a taste. If you look at what a veal or a pork would be, it'd be almost overpowered by the wine. But if you go all the way down to a great meat meal, like a beef, filet mignon with a lot of sauce and stuff, and like that's overpowering the wine, so it would actually compete with the long finish you were talking about. That way, we could actually, have a red meat, but it's not as powerful. With the orangey taste, it gives a little bit of a acid to it that helps the wine to even go further.
Okay. Well, we should give it a go with your food.
Oh, I hope we can do that.
All right, let's hope it's a perfect pair.
I'm sure it is.
Okay. Rog.
Yeah.
The taste test.
Yeah, it's time about it.
I got to say, I'm very excited about this.
It looks awesome. I unfortunately have a little cold, so I can't really taste a lot.
That kind of sucks. But the Bordeaux wine, as I mentioned earlier, the complexity is kind of overwhelming. Not overwhelming, but it's very different. And the tastes that you put together here.
Complexity here on the plate as well, I think.
So just to recap for those that have fast forwarded to here, it's the Sage
de
Greux-le-Rose. 2003 Saint Julien, which is a good value appellation from France, from the Bordeaux region. Highly recommended. Costs about $19 at our local wine shop.
Was that on sale or was that?
It was actually a $3 special. Yeah.
Okay, $3.
Sorry, $3 off.
No, that's not too bad.
And you've paired this, Rod,
with a duck breast, orange sauce, rice, and some summer vegetables to kind of celebrate the end of the summer, or my early winter cold. I hope that's the last one on that show.
I'm sorry you won't be able to taste this as well as you probably would, but it looks like you've made this a couple of times before. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Mmm.
Oh,
Mmm.
the fattiness that's still on the duck goes into the orange,
Is it good?
and it's very, very
I
nice.
have no clue.
So let's see how it goes with the Bordeaux.
Yeah, unfortunately. Sorry, people. I have no clue what it tastes like.
I'll tell you, it comes across the tongue really neutral. No alcohol sort of heat. You know, that sort of blast you get sometimes. Not very many tannins, but it's the after effect. It's when you're breathing in, and you're tasting the food plus the wine, and the vapors coming across your tongue. It's exquisite. Rog, I think you.
And even with the cold, I can tell so far, it's exquisite, even though I don't taste it.
It's not a perfect pair, Rog.
It was a perfect pair.
Well done.
Thank you.
Despite your cold. Cheers, everybody.
I wish I would taste
Oh,
it.
Rog, this
It's
is
really good. It's good.
really good.
I think, Amy, it's your turn here.